Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Chess here. We'll quickly show you the game between Firouzja and Nepomniachtchi. It's not actually a big deal. It's kind of a winning, what you call a winning opening, and you see it on when players of like 300 points behind, they lose quickly, and definitely not the case here. I think Ian showed pretty good games in this tournament, but not probably. Yeah, he outplayed Alireza, which is I think it's the second time in a row or third. Basically, pretty tough opponent for Firouzja right now, and they play in the tiebreak. So let's see the game. So the first game they drew, Ian kind of get some advantage in the opening, but when you start playing it, you actually don't see any advantage. Yeah, so engine leads you in certain like direction, and then there is nothing. Yeah, just dry board. C4 and knight f6. Kasparov once made this move against Leko when Leko was the e4 player and Kasparov was preparing for Najdorf clash, and Leko played c4 and Kasparov played knight f6, and Leko said that it was the hardest move to meet. Like Kasparov, they say that he was thinking for 15 minutes. I don't know. Okay, g3. White wants to start with this offense. e5, bishop g2, and c6. I had this position with black for I played it for like 1.5 years when I was actively playing rapid tournaments. Not bad, not terrible. I don't know how to describe it. It's something different, I think, for the c4 players. I drew, I think, Grandmaster Meshkov's once in this system. Oh no, I think it was. It could be the system with bishop to b4. No, I think this is similar to this. Okay, knight f3, e4, and knight to d4. So white, I think, is trying to tell that black get the center, but it's kind of easy to attack. Yeah, it's vulnerable to your different d3 and black is not time to enforce it, reinforce it with pieces, and they have a lot of things to do other than doing this. But I mean, a lot of players playing it. Grishuk, Topalov has been playing it. Everybody basically. d5. So that's why you play c6 to move pawn to d5. And queen d5. I think I'd capture with the pawn somehow, but queen d5 is much stronger. e3, you need to defend your knight. I think knight to b3. Yeah, engine already shows minus for black, so queen h5, kind of claiming that they have all defenses in the world, yeah, for this c4 pawn. So e3, knight to a6, in order to not to block this bishop, which is very useful on this diagonal. To play bishop g4 with tempo is a great option. d3, the knight move I would not consider immediately, but this is kind of slow attack by white, yeah, opening attack, even though they're not moving pawns forward like in Alekhine, yeah, but still this queen is kind of pinned, and they start asking exact questions for black. Bishop b4, the engine move, which I would not make, I think. Knight c3, bishop takes, pawn takes, and knight to c4. Yeah, castling was a little bit better for two center pawns. So for me, black's position looks fine, yeah, but at this point, what's going on that white manages to, pin all pieces in the center, then it's definitely good position then. So engine says that D is the best move. Knight takes c4 and just castling, yeah. And this is very similar to what has happened, but playing c4, Alireza allowed this queen h5, kind of threatening the trade of queens. And if you play queen takes h5, then knight to d3 check, yeah. And this is yeah, this position is equal according to engine. It looks quite equal. I think white is a little bit better off, obviously, but yeah, and didn't play like this. He played queen e5, which is also standard for several English opening for black. Also like pinning the knight for some reason. He took castles, c5. Probably he could have played castles, but he calculated that it's even worse. Yeah, so he starts create threats immediately. f3 and e4. So just a couple of words about this position that. The material is equal, but white has two bishops. I mean, this bishop will be a huge, I mean, it will cost, I mean, I don't know, a rook on b2. And this bishop also is going to be a big thing, yeah. When you don't get all outposts for your knights, then, I mean, this is like strategically, I think, already lost. Yeah, in a couple of moves it will, happen something. So, and in this position, Nepo blundered, so it's very logical that he blunders in very bad position where you don't know where to go. He must have captured the c4 pawn and, hoping for the best, but he played this, and after e5, small puzzle rush tactic, double attack, so you have to capture it, and bishop f4, so taking the knight on d6. So what happened? e5. So he decided to take two pawns, which is better than one. Yeah, and this position is it's sad. Yeah, when you're playing against your caliber opponent and you're down a piece. I lost, of course, some of these games in ridiculous fashion, but it's not, the best place in the world to be in. Yeah, when you have nothing. Yeah, and these bishops are really strong. So he just plays for quick moves. Ending again, white controls this queen side of the board, and there is no good movements for a bishop. Yeah, you cannot capture here, like opening up the rook, because knight will capture back on f5. F6, knight g6. I mean, white doesn't do anything. They just make the most natural moves, and it was resigned by Nepomniachtchi. So congratulations to Alireza, well-deserved victory. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.